GSL Season 2.
And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the second half of the broadcast. We're halfway through here, halfway through the group. We just wrapped up with our first two matches. We just wrapped up with Classic versus Solar and Zoun versus Gumiho. And of course, before I get ahead of myself, welcome back to the 2026 GSL Season 2 Round of 12 Group B. We have our winners match and elimination match confirmed. Up next is going to be Classic versus Zoun in a PvP to determine which is going to be the first player to advance on into the round of 8 out of this group. Meanwhile, that'll be followed by Solar versus Gumiho to determine the first player that's going to be eliminated from the group itself. Let's go. Let us go. We have our players. We have our matchups. Classic. He's locked in, Pappy. It's the Master versus the Apprentice. Oh my god. For those that maybe missed out on last season, Zoun did actually go to Classic for advice when it comes to preparing for builds and preparing for his group, and it worked. It did work quite well. So again, Zoun, he does have his oppa, his young, I should say area. His young is up against him, of course, and Classic is a beast in terms of PvP. Classic very regularly does bring down players like Max Pax, Hero as well. Classic has some of the best PvP in the world, and he's a titan to bring down. So Classic coming in as a heavy favorite. We'll see if Zoun can stop him. We have our vetoes: Game 1, Winter Madness; Game 2, 10,000 feet; Game 3, Old Republic. I would say that in PvP, the veto process doesn't really matter as much. What matters the most is whether or not a map that has a ramp coming into the natural makes it through the veto process. Outside of that, though, I mean, it's all on the table. Anything is on the table here, so we could see hyper aggression. We're expecting hyper aggression, cheese, proxies, all-ins. Let's go. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Winter Madness, we have the South Korean Protoss, the blue Protoss. For Rotos Pro, it is Classic. And in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Protoss player for onside. It is Zoun. Let's go. Let us go. We have our head-to-head here. Offline Classic 4-1, online Classic 41-22. That is the historical record, of course. But even in recent times, the Classic, he does have the heavy lead over Zoun. He is again one of the best Protoss players in the world, and Zoun often does go to him for some advice, for some help, for some practice, for some builds. Oh boy, but we have seen Zoun cause upsets before. I still remember infamously last year that Zoun did take down Hero in GSL with a cannon rush in PvP. So, hey, if you can take down Hero in PvP, you can take down Classic as well. We'll see. We'll see what he also have up his sleeve. If you recall infamously, in the GSL CK Spotlight, the teammates of Zoun were complaining that his PvP was just too bad. Like, his PvP is awful, and Zoun was being picked on quite a bit as maybe like a weaker link in GSL CK. So feel Zoun, man. Feel Zoun, man. But we've had a lot of fun with GSL CK this year. A lot of fun. As we do see Classic veering off towards the right hand side with his probe, with his pylon. Classic will hide one pylon, and Zoun will confirm that. So Zoun, he now knows that a pylon is out on the map. Whether it's real or fake, whether it's committed or not, Zoun has to confirm. We can see that the pylon is far enough away that this will not be a one base all in. It will not be a proxy robo. It may be a Stargate, so we can still proxy and be aggressive in some way. Otherwise, it's going to be a fake out. Either Stargate, Twilight Council, or fake out. What's it going to be? The probe staying in position tells us the Classic intends to commit. Waiting for the Cybercore to finish, and it now does finish. There it is. Stargate has been committed. So he throws down the Stargate, going for the Proxy Oracle. This is designed for economic damage, and ideally will force Zoun to overreact. That is the hope. That's the hope. That is the dream. And we'll see if he does. Zoun already sending out a second probe to scout. So he's got one worker on the left, another worker on the right. Going for his own defensive Stargate. So Stargate opener for both players in different ways. And if Zoun can figure out what's going on, he can open up Phoenix first. True. Stargate is almost complete for Classic. Zoun does spot the probe. You can see on the minimap, Zoun, he's getting close. He's so close. Keep going, Zoun, no. Yes, Classic is moving out with the Adepts. And it looks like Zoun, the probe is activated. He's going in. Oh, he's seeing. Zoun, he confirms, he comes in, he does get eyes on the Stargate, he knows what's going on, he's aware of the proxy. And does he react to the Phoenix? He does. Yeah, instant Phoenix, batteries are on the way as well. Zoun is aware of what's coming his way and he's getting ready for it. It's a big scout for Zoun. As here comes our Phoenix, here comes a full wall, here comes a battery, Stalker's in position. Zoun taking the Oracle very seriously. And with that, the Phoenix will at least force a recall. At most, we'll get a kill. As overall, this is a better start for Zoun. Zoun is the first to expand, and Zoun has a very high chance of ensuring he is dealt no damage. As now you have 2 oracles, they can one-shot probes, and at this point in Classic, he has to commit. Like, he's going to just send it. Stalker's in position. Classic expands himself. It's a later expansion. Again, Classic is behind. Zoun is already up in probes. Adepts stay threaten the shade. He commits. Oh, he gets in. Yeah, Adepts stay get into the mineral line, getting 1, getting 2 probes. The Phoenixes are revealed, and Classic, upon seeing the Phoenixes, will not commit. So big scout for Classic. Now he knows what's going on. Remember, up until this point, he had no idea there was a Stargate. So Classic has to get the hell out of here, and Zoun does give chase. Oh, he finds him. Yeah, he does find him. Gets 1, gets both. Yeah, he should get both here. Classic, he attempts to get away. These are heavy losses for Classic, a very rough start. Remember, Classic's already behind economically. He's behind economically. And the Proxy Target was not worth it. Oof. Heavy losses for Classic. Yeah, you can see him shaking his head on cams. He's not looking good. he's not happy. It's like, ay, ay, ay. And how can he pull this off? Can he do it? Sphinxes they pick in. Catch that 2 probes. Zoun throwing down further tech. I will say that because of the commitment to Phoenixes, Zoun his twilight counts was delayed, so he has a later blink timing compared to Classic. To make up for that, he of course has immortal production underway, so he's building up the immortal counts. The twilight council can lead into glaives instead of blink. Yep, there we go. Glaives are on the way. It's going to be an all-in. This is very common here. Basically, Zoun knows he has momentum and he wants to try to pest that advantage. It's going to be up to Classic to try to nibble away at the army and to try to find some kind of damage and to slow Zoun down. But honestly, Zoun is miles ahead. Like Zoun, he's looking very in form and very on point. And Classic takes a 3rd base, a desperation move here by Classic. Little does he know that Zoun, he's committing on 2 bases. The 3rd is not going to help. It's not going to help here. If Zoun was playing standard and getting his own 3rd base, then sure, but again, Zoun, he's doubling down. There is a 3rd on the way for Zoun, but again, he's committed here with a much more aggressive build. The army's amassing. Yeah, the army is amassing. Here we're still building up. Glaives also on the way for Classic, but again, Zoun should hit first. And waiting for that moment. And here he comes. I believe we're waiting for a War Prism, though. I don't think we have one. Could be mistaken. Okay, there is one. Okay, never mind. Prism is out. Zoun commits. As I mentioned before, Classic was going for a faster third base to try to recover in this game, but Zoun, he is very aggressive here. Upgrades are done, and Zoun is hit to end the game. He's hit to end it. We'll lose on Phoenix. We'll lose one, but he does catch 2 Stalkers. Ay, ay, ay. A massive pickup. GG gets called. The writing was on the wall. No final fight here as Classic was far behind, and Zoun takes a lead. GG, well played. Zoun will take a lead. Again, Classic was playing from behind from the beginning of that game, losing both Oracles, behind when it came to the natural expansion, behind in workers, down in tech. Like, it was a disastrous start there for Classic. I would say a build order win for Zoun. Yeah, build order win there with that Zoun he overwhelms. And now Zoun is 1 game away from advancing on into the next round. Uno mas, 1 more game here, and we'll see what the openers come down to. Once again, PvP is very opener reliant, just because it's very common to have that rock, paper, scissors of proxy robo, proxy stargate, of fake proxy, faster nexus. Like, there's a lot of different builds, and they do kind of compare differently to each other. Again, Zoun going for the defensive stargate and scouting, more importantly, the proxy of Classic, secured him the win. And did secure him the win. And with that, we're now loading into 10,000 feet. A much smaller map. Smaller map, but more aggression is favored here. Show us what you got. Brah. Brah. And spawning in the bottom hand corner of 10,000 feet, we have the blue Protoss player for Virtus Pro. It is Classic. And in the top left hand corner, we have Onside Gaming. It is Zoun. God damn, they just they gave Zoun like 2 seconds. Oh my god. Like, bam, there he is. Who cares? Observer, calm down and give him some time. Let us appreciate. Again, Zoun, who's very often underconfident and very often doesn't think too highly of himself, but again, he's been excelling recently. Like, he's doing well for himself. His quote, if you remember, was that he knows build orders, but he can't macro. But I mean, the builds, they won him the last game. And this time, do we commit to another proxy? Is it going to be Zoun's turn to proxy instead? Is it Zoun's turn? I see some question marks in the chat. If that's a question mark in regard to the end of that last game, again, it was like a build order win. Like, Classic was playing from behind the entire game. It was very, very rough. Classic's way to recover in that game was to get a third base, if you recall, and as we were trying to emphasize, Classic was gambling that Zoun was getting to blink into a standard mid game. We saw that Zoun was basically committing on 2 bases. Got a third base, but look, was hyper aggressive. Classic was hoping for a more passive, a more macro style out of Zoun. Meanwhile, Classic, once again, proxy pylon. This pylon is more in position for a proxy robo into a 1 base all-in. So Classic, he may just commit and double down here and now. We're expecting a robo this time, as it is closer by ground. Cybercore is almost done. We're waiting for the Cybercore. And there it is, proxy robo, 1 base all-in. So Classic is going for the all-in. Zoun is going to be on him to confirm what exactly is happening. Zoun is aware that a pylon is missing, and Zoun is saying, oh, he's so close. He's so close, and he's hugging the edge of the map. Instead, the proxy's in the center, so Zoun, he barely will miss it. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, what do we go for? Does Zoun go for a defensive robo blindly? He confirmed. No shot. He confirms. Zoun, he sees everything, papi. Ay, ay, ay. Zoun is fully aware. He's going for a defensive Stargate. Interesting choice here by Zoun. The Stargate does allow for Phoenixes and Void Rays, but I feel like the standard response here is defensive robo. I'm a little bit shocked here that Zoun's not going for his own defensive robo itself. I'm not too convinced. Nice use of the tall grass. Very nice use. Nibbling away at the pylon. The pylon is getting low, taking hull damage. More Stalkers going to be rallying. But that robo will stay powered. The Immortal will pop out, and the all-in will still hit. So Phoenixes are going to be ideal against the Prism. Like, Phoenixes, they can zone away the Prism. They can, of course, command center. They can CC the Immortal. That does not mean command center. That means crowd control. It's been a long day. I'm a little bit tired. Oh no. The words are mixing together. But again, lack of defensive rogue was a bold move here by Zoun. Can he get away with it? Can he hold? Can he hold on? So it all comes down to the engage. It all comes down to the use of these spellcasters, or I say spellcasters to the Phoenixes. Can we lift, Pappy? Can we lift? No, este Roxas in the chat. Bienvenidos, bienvenidos. Arriving more than halfway through the broadcast, but it's fine. It's fine. I mean, compared to last night, these have been shorter games, to be fair. They've been much shorter. That's classic. He does start to push. Zoun going for the counterattack instead. He's crazy. He's going for the base raid. And who recalls? Yeah, who blinks first? Army gets in. No wall off. Zoun does dive into the main. At the same time, we have a force back at home, and this will delay, but the prism allows him to just juggle over the ramp, over the wall. Yeah, boys are being pulled. Zoun, he can always recall. He's trying to hold the line. Another force field. And here comes the wall. Yeah, here comes the army. Juggles over the wall. Where's that recall? We need it soon. We have 2 batteries. We have 2 batteries. And there's the recall back home, but is it going to be good enough here? Does he have enough to defend? Nice lift. Very nice lift. The Astro's Pylon goes down. Depowers everything, but the Immortal does fall. And we're making a stand. We're making a stand here, and Zoun, he's holding. He's holding, Pappy, and with that, is he going to 2-0? Is he going to come out first in this group? No shot. Takes down the prism. No more micro, no more control, and Zoun, he just dominates this fight. Again, both game 1 and game 2. What did win Zoun these games? The scouting. Oh, let's go. The emotions they spill out. GG. He was so stoic when it came to the previous games. But he refused to show any emotion, but there it is. Oh my god. Beaming, Pappy. GG, well played. Zoun will claim the 2-0 here, and Zoun, he will advance on into the next round. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Zoun, who will claim the series. Again, classic. He might be one of the best Protoss players in the world. He might be top 2 alongside Hero, but PvP is still a big gamba. And both game 1 and game 2, what happened? Zoun scouted. Zoun, he saw the Stargate in game 1, he saw the Robo in game 2, he was able to react, respond in kind, and shut Classic down. Again, it all came down to the scouting for Zoun, and he scouted it beautifully in both games. At no point was he ever in the dark as to what was happening, and he ever had to gamble as to what build he was going to go for. Was able to scout, shut down Classic. GG. GG, well played. With that, Zoun, he will be the first player to make it through, and I believe we have a winner's interview.
All right, Jean, well, congratulations on your victory. First place here in Group B. Now, I want to ask you, it feels like in 2025, you were looking so good. Like one of the best Protoss players in the world. You were winning incredible series. It's been kind of quiet for you since then, but your performance today was just spectacular. You didn't even drop a map. Do you feel like you're catching back that form from last year?
I like this quote. You know what?
일단 박한 선수 1등 진출 축하드리고요.
We've been very critical of State and his questions, Stasis as well. I like this. This is like the first good question here that we've had from State. I like it. I like it. It's good. It's introspective. It gives Zoun the floor to be able to express himself. Good question.
요즘 퍼포먼스에 대해서 좀 어떻게 평가하는지 궁금합니다.
일단
The best question so far.
일단 도호 형을 이겨서 되게 굉장히 기쁘고 오늘 아침에 일어나면서 좀 컨디션이
I can't wait for Tasteless to be like, how far do you think you'll go this season?
이제 질 거라는 생각은 안 했지만 제가
I'd like another
도호
introspective
형한테
question like this one,
많이 줬기
please.
때문에
One day.
불안한 면도 있었지만 오늘 결과가 이렇게 나타나서 좋았고 작년에 실력은 비슷하다고 생각을 하는데 이게 좀 이떨글씨가 없다 보니까 좀 꺾인 게 좀 컸지 않았나 싶습니다.
Yeah, I mean, my overall form was actually good, but I had confidence. But that being said, I actually didn't win that much against Classic before. So yeah, that was the only point I had the anxiety. But yeah, I think I managed it well. And overall, performance-wise, I think I'm kind of similar with the last year, but the minus factor is the demotivation with lack of EWC. So I think that was the deciding factor.
What are your expectations going into the next group, and how far do you think you can get in this season of GSL?
이제 8강에 또
Yo,
올라가신 만큼
Tasus, he's such a clown. He is like, yo,
어떤 모습을 좀
how-
기대하실 수 있을지.
how long is it going to take for the production team to like realize that I literally copy paste the same
저번
question
시즌에는
every single interview,
이제
even when
8강에서
State asks something
막혔는데
similar. He's
못해서
just
막혔다고 생각을 하거든요.
God damn
그래서
it.
이번에는 좀 실수를 안 하고
He's like, how long can I get away with this? How
준비해서 잘 나와서 8강 뚫도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 오늘 도호 형을 이긴 1등 공신이 있는데 이기게
He's
해준
like, I'm not going to research. I'm not
트리거
going to research the
선수가
players. I'm going to ask them
많이
anything
알려줘가지고
meaningful.
트리거
Nah,
선수한테
nah.
정말 고맙다고 전하고 싶습니다.
Yeah, last season I definitely disappointed. I was definitely disappointed with my performance. I think that was I was just underperformed. So that being said, I'm going to prepare well to break it out. But I want to make a shout out to Trigger for preparing this
Ooh.
match against Classic. So yeah, thank you,
Oh.
Trigger.
Let's go.
All right, congratulations on advancing.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Thank you.
I was like a nervous girl there. I was like, well,
I don't know what to say.
Wow, yeah, I was
You were
like-
so good today,
I was like,
Zhao.
yeah,
You didn't drop a single map. That was
my God.
perfect.
I was
Oh,
like, you're
God.
amazing.
But GG, well played. With that, we are going to be soon cutting to a short break here between series, of course. Shout to Zoun, and really cool to hear that he was practicing with Trigger. We know the last season was practicing with Classic for his matches. Here, practicing and preparing with Trigger, and hey, the practice worked well. Did work well. For now, we're going to be cutting to a short break, and when we come back, we'll have our next series. We'll have Solo versus Gumiho in an elimination match. Now, if you're a fan of Classic, do not worry, because he will have another chance to redeem himself in the next series. We'll have that chance. We'll see you soon. See you soon. Bye. We'll see you soon.